Hello, viewers. A very good morning and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. We continue to take a look on what's happening in the nation of Zimbabwe without fear, without favor. Recently, we received a brand new car from say week now Chivhayo. Actually, the car belongs to my Charamba, and she was gifted it together with Baba Manyeruke and Leonard Jakata. And it's very interesting to see that unlike Thomas Mapfumo, Shadaya, the Charambas have accepted this gift despite some issues surrounding Wikno Chivhayo and, some corruption allegations. So for some people who are within the church, we would have seen Babana, my pastor Charamba, uh, refusing to take these gifts, not because they hate Chivhayo, but simply to try and protect their image and stay away from scandal. But unfortunately, they've accepted this gift and they've taken it. So this is what is happening at this point in time. And on this post, they were actually talking about this vehicle. So sometimes, as artists, it will be very, very nice and very, very good to buy yourself some of these things if you can afford. If our economy was working well, the Charambas could afford to buy themselves these beautiful cars. But in my own view, they do not afford because of how bad the economy is. So the pictures of the Charambas right here at Faramat's Motors. So it's a very, very, very nice couple. But when it comes to these things, personally, I find it difficult to accept such gifts. I want to tell you some of the things which happen in our lives. At a certain point in time, you are doing whatever you are doing, you are approached by someone, and that person starts to befriend you on WhatsApp or whatever. You then start to talk, you then form sort of a relationship. And, in that relationship, sometimes you have to dig deeper and understand the kind of people you are liaising with, you are talking to. And some of the people you would find out that somehow they have links to ZANU-PF people. They are friends to some of the ZANU-PF people, prominent ZANU-PF people, and you ask, what is the motive of this person? He knows how critical we are against Emerson Mnangagwa. What is his motive talking to me just like this? Then at times you just brush it aside and you look at it just like that. And then one of the days the person approaches you and says, look guy, I don't love the picture quality of whatever you are doing. I don't love the kind of studio you working on, or no, you are using. I need to provide equipment for you, everything sorted out. Sometimes they even say we might want to give you an office so that you can do your work properly with everything. And so it's good to appear in a very beautiful studio and to drive a nice car, sometimes being given fuel coupons, everything, to and from home. You are doing your own things. But I have realized one thing: these things do not simply come without conditions, they always come with conditions and attachments. And at a certain point in time, these people will somehow will start to try and control you. And that is the reason why some of us, we have chosen to remain backward. We have chosen to remain where we are, to say, if I am going to succeed, I will succeed on my own, and with the help of just a few friends, trusted friends, to be specific. There are people who we know that they are committed to this struggle, and each and every time they offer help, we accept it because we know how committed they are to the struggle. They have been committed in the past, they've been committed in our presence, and there is no indication that they are going to go in either direction, which means we have those people. It's unlike taking something from somebody who you know that that person is directly from ZANU-PF. So at times it might look like you don't want to develop yourself. You don't want to incorporate good things, but that is not the issue. The issue is about how trustworthy are the people you are dealing with. So when you look at it on Babana Maicharamba, I feel the same, that they could have taken a different direction. Look at Shadaya, look at Thomas Mapfumo. They refused the gifts from Sewik no Chivhayo, not because they don't like them, but on principle, based on the allegations raised against Sewik no Chivhayo. It was not proper for them to take those items. And personally, I stand on that view. So they were supposed, in my own view, they were supposed to refuse or distance themselves from these gifts for the sake of their image as Babana Maicharamba. Because when you look at it, sometimes it might look like it's nothing, but it affects you all the way. It affects you. It affects the perception or in terms of how people view you, how people see you, how people think about you, everything. You taint yourself, you taint your image simply because of a gift. And that is something which is very, very important to note at this point in time. This is Gondoni Murakashi or whatever. It says, really disappointed with the Charambas. I've always held them in high esteem. Seems only Thomas Mapfumo and Shadaya have refused to compromise their morals. Turns out money can corrupt everyone. And this one is tagged Pastor Charamba. This is my Charamba when she was receiving the car. She was actually speaking and and it's a very sad situation. We've seen, people are not so happy with how this family has conducted itself in terms of the gift which they accepted from Sewikno Chivhayo. So personally, if Sewikno Chivhayo was to offer me anything, personally, I won't. I repeat, I won't have taken it. I will never do such a thing. That our people are suffering, there is no electricity, industry is collapsing, Sewikno is refusing to be accountable, is there are several audios of him being part and parcel of some of the issues has been mentioned in the courts by Chimombe and Mpofu, confirming that the audios are indeed true, and they want that matter involving Sewikno to be investigated. Then Zadaro, I will take something from Sewikno Chivhayo. I will never do that. So Isaiah 33:15-16, those who walk righteously and speak what is right, who reject gain from extortion and keep their hands from accepting bribes, they will dwell on the heights. This is a verse given to Pastor Baba Namaicharamba, and it says, this is Dr. K. So this is a very important verse and a very important chapter, which a lot of us will need to read carefully. It's not about benefits. It's not about gain. It's about isisu, our standard. What is our standard? If Jesus Christ is our standard, then we must walk righteously. We must speak what is right. We must reject gain from extortion. We must keep our hands away from accepting bribes. We can't be bribed by these people who are trying by all means possible to maintain a good face simply because we need to drive nice cars. In a better Zimbabwe, Babana Maicharamba could be gifting other people cars and being role models in terms of giving others cars. They would be millionaires. But the same people who have destroyed Zimbabwe, who have destroyed the economy, are the same people gifting them cars. It's something else. My Charamba, yo, ndanyara nemi mama. Never expected this from you, to be honest. You all know Chivhayo imba vainyika, and accepting gift from him is accepting dirty money, corruption. Hazvina mwari mukati izvi. Don't mention God there, please. Deleting all your songs. So personally, I knew that something was wrong with the Charambas the moment they went to place some copyrights on that guy ameno jawa twati aimba aimba wana chichichi achipidigura masongs avo. I then knew kuti this man somehow it does not look like he is 100% genuine. You don't do that. We know that yes, you put a lot of effort in terms of building masongs iwayo kumaimba kumaita sei kunyora, but you don't need to copyright zvinhu zvauri kuti uri kuimbira Mwari. If you are serving God, why do you copyright? For example, we focus on politics here in Zimbabwe. We have allowed everyone and anybody to use our content because we believe that we are doing this for the nation of Zimbabwe. We are not doing this for profit. We are not doing this for anything else. The monies we are getting, we use them to sustain ourselves, kubhadhara data, kutenga magadgets, tichitambudzika takadaro. And we have been attacked so many times such that our platforms, at a certain point in time, the only people who have subscribed and turned on the notifications will know that you are live. It's time. Like for the past few months, that is the situation on our platform, which means we are getting almost nothing every month because our viewership is so low than compared to other periods and other months. We know this usually happens, oftenly happens on our platform, but we keep on moving. We don't care about as anything else. Is because we know that we have to save our people, and we have to speak against oppression and tyranny in the nation of Zimbabwe. So Thomas Mapfumo and Shadaya, they've become principled and better than Team Charamba. Team Charamba has been destroyed. Their image has been destroyed simply because of a gift, and it's very, very sad to see such things happening. So Alisa says Shadaya is the only man who doesn't compromise on his principles. Enough respect to the man. So Shadaya worked and bought his own car. I just want to salute him for that. Sometimes you have to work. Sometimes you have to pull up your socks and make sure that you do the right thing. I know that sometimes it's not always every time we get the best, but we have to try our best. We have to try our friends and to be different. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Let us meet in other episodes as well as other broadcasts. Your views of more